Hello, today I want to restore this Medion which has seen better days, and for that I have another Medion, a Koya, which has good hinges, good display and good everything. So let's begin. I will disassemble one of them first and then the other one. So I'll start by disassembling this one first. I don't know if this one is damaged, the motherboard, or simply the power port is damaged, but I will try to see what I can do with what I have, and hopefully I will make one fully functional Medion laptop, because right now I have this one that doesn't start and the other one that works, but it has some issues that I want to address before confirming that it's indeed good. There are a lot of screws that needs to be removed in order to disassemble this laptop. Also, you need to take out the keyboard, and after that, of course, I will test this motherboard to see if it even starts. If not, I will simply put to bed it's broken here. I hope that it's not, the hinges are only loose on the other one and they are not broken, because I don't want missing pieces of case. It will, let's say, drop the price a lot because of that, and I don't want that to happen. So pretty much this is the last screw. I hope. I will remove the keyboard after that. Not even sure how to okay, I will take so there are some clips here that needs to be pushed inside before being able to actually remove this keyboard. So one keyboard is out, and here looks like there are only clips that remains in order to take it apart. So sorry, there's that display that doesn't come loose from the button part. Okay, something broke. Plastic clips, and I somehow, okay, there's one more screw here that I've missed, and I broke the case here. Also the ribbon cable for the touchpad blew somewhere. Okay, now I don't know if it's the motherboard which has a problem or if it's the, let me take this. Nothing seems to be fried, but I may be wrong. Let me put this aside as it's completely broken, and looks like I've managed to broke something off. I don't know where the ribbon cable went. Lucky for me that I have two, so I am not okay. Let's have an inspection of the motherboard. Nothing seems to be fried here or broken. Maybe around this part. Also here seems to be good. see on the top of the motherboard. No born component from what I see, but I may be wrong, so no, from what I see there are no component issues, so I'm gonna try plugging it back and give it a test. There seems to be an issue either with... Oh! Okay, I saw the problem. The only problem that this laptop has is that the ribbon cable for the power button has come loose. And in my opinion, this laptop should start. Yes, this laptop works. I still need some hinges, but it's a working motherboard. So I want to take the display connector out of the case to test if it gives image onto the display or it just runs with no image, which will be sad if that is the case. Sorry I'm doing this off camera, but I'm really trying to not take apart the whole display in order to remove the ribbon cable for it. So this way, and I have a display for testing. I just hope it still works. Let's install some RAM. 2 gigs should be fine for testing. And let's give it a go. I want to test if it didn't came loose or I will break my laptop, and I don't want that. So it's powering on. It gives image onto the display, but I think the display is too affected to run any kind of okay, it's just blank. So yeah, pretty much this display I think I broke the display more than it was, and no image on it whatsoever. That's sad, but still I can see that it kind of gives something on the display. Maybe it's the connector, I don't know. I will test it with another display. So I have another display here which has some black spots on it, but it should run fine without issues if the ribbon cable for the display is still functioning. And on this display we have image, we have writings, infos about the laptop and the parts in it. So that means the ribbon cable is good, but the other display for testing went bad while I assembled it. So this means that this motherboard works. I'm gonna take out this out, and hopefully the other one is also good. Coming back. So this is the other one, slightly dirty than the previous one, but it has more things on it, like the DVD, the case, I don't feel very confident about it, but these are broken. On the other one are intact, but to be honest, I will probably let this case if the hinge mounts are not broken, because overall it's not broken and it's not missing any pieces. They are the exact same model with R3, I believe. So let's remove the keyboard. If it's broken, it's broken. I don't know, to be honest. I will need, of course I will change the top palm rest. This is much better than this one. Also the motherboard on the other one looks more clean. Got two screws here, and after this tour I will watch closely if there are some other missing or some screws that I need to remove before taking it apart. For me to not, no, looks like not. And let's begin the pry it open. Okay. Yeah, this case is, our motherboard is very dirty. The hinge doesn't look like they are broken, they are only loose, so this bottom case should be good to go. But I will change the motherboard with the other one because it's much more clean and I have more faith in the other motherboard than in this one. I hope to be right about that, because I hope it's not abused like this was. So yeah, one here and the other one, it's behind something, I don't know. First, I believe both of them are i3, so I will not do anything else for them. I just want to clean the case. As this is the case that I will mount back. Or I should put this one instead, even though it has a missing corner and I broke it like an idiot when I disassembled on the other part. To be honest, it's much more clean and I think overall looks much better without the two minuses that are not that big of a deal. So I will probably use this case because it's not that used. So I'm taking the hinges with the display out. And after I'm cleaning the motherboard and changing the thermal paste, I will put the display and everything back. So for now I'm gonna put it down. Let's take the motherboard out. So this is the motherboard. Looks almost the same. Here it's a thermal pad, and I believe on the video card it's thermal pad too. Let me take this out because I don't want to break it. The thermal paste is not even that old. Someone changed it, or it was preserved very good. But of course it needs to be clean. First I'm gonna clean the cooling system. There is some tape over here that needs to be removed, and after that you have 4 screws that also you need to remove in order to be able to take the fan out. So I'm taking a small screw head, Phillips, and with that one I'm gonna remove each It is very clean. I will clean it just a little bit from the dust. It doesn't need too much attention, despite the fact that it's used. It's in great condition inside, and despite the fact that the hinges were totally broken. So this one, I was right in using this motherboard because it's much more clean and was not that abused than the other one. So I will not have a problem into selling it and thinking that it may fail after that. Yes, the paste is still in great condition and it should be very easy to clean it and to apply new one. So let's begin by cleaning the cooling system from the GPU and the CPU. Here it's thermal pad, you don't need to worry about that, so you should focus on cleaning this very good as you possibly can. Okay, then the CPU, I'm curious to see if, but I don't think so. SR0DM, I don't think it was upgraded, but it will be a nice touch if it is. No, it's an R3 second generation and it's alright. And because I got lucky, I have two motherboards fully functional. One I can make it a full working laptop, and one I can sell it for parts or for someone who needs a working motherboard. Or if I can find one that is broken, I will probably take it and swap the motherboard into it. There are not much Medion's laptop. I know that not a lot of people buy them. But in my opinion, they are good and they look great also. Okay, I will apply some turmeric paste now. A nice blob in the center. It should be spreaded even on the surface and it should be good. Now let's align the screw holes with the motherboard, and let's tighten it. All right. That should do the trick. Let's mount the motherboard back. With being careful to not let any connector under the motherboard. These are broken, so I don't need it anymore. First, I will clean the hinges and the plastic around the hinges because it's very dirty and I don't want to mount it like that. So that should do the trick. Okay, sorry for working off camera, but really wanted to clean this as good as I can before mounting it back into the laptop. So some residues over there. Okay, I need to take this Let's put the screw back into the hinges first and then try to put back the antennas. One antenna succeeds into taking it out, and the other one. Let's mount this back. Put back the power connector. Okay. Mount everything back inside. And let's give it a test. After I mount the keyboard. Okay, I think I have RAM. Yes, I have. So let's give it a test before mounting it back. So we have light on the display. Here on the display we have some sort of, I don't know, no, there is light, and here has a black spot. So I will take it. No more screws here. I will take one more time this out to see if I missed any kind of connector inside, and if not, I will start assembling it. This is connected, everything looks okay, and I'm going to put everything back and start mounting the screws. I have only 3 minutes from the video. I may not be able to complete this, but it's almost complete, and I feel like I succeeded into restoring this laptop to be more or less functional again. So okay. And I found where the missing screw is broken, so there's a screw that is broken there, but the others are fine, and I can mount every single one of them. I hope that I can at least mount here the screw for the hinges, the hard drive where it should go, and the back door.